Hey, this your girl, msyelladiva. I am bringing you the last episode of the season of BMF, Season 4, Episode 10. This is the season finale, and it's called A Dream Deferred. Okay. If you are new here, welcome. Welcome. We do reviews here. That's pretty much all we do right now, okay? And if you're returning, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, y'all. All right. Give me a thumbs up. Like and share and comment and subscribe to my channel. And we will begin. All right. So, well, as we have started off in all the episodes of BMF this season, we're back in Mexico. Okay. So, they running from the federales again. All we hear is that's all we hear. That's all we hear. Okay. So, all right. So, Loco turn over the vehicle because it was Loco driving and Meech and T in the back, shooting at the federales. Okay, nobody gets shot. Nobody gets shot. Then he turned over the car. So Loco tried to run. Why? I don't know. Okay, but he tried to run and he gets shot in the back. All right. So then Meech try to run after him. But Meech don't get shot. Okay, but Loco does. And then T was like, well, Meech was like, come on, T, come on. But they're supposed to get rescued by a helicopter. So T goes to the helicopter and he calling Meech to come. But Meech feel like he need to protect the plug. Okay. So basically, T go on the helicopter and leaves Meech and Loco out there to die. Okay. That's it. All right. So they back in Atlanta. Hoops come down. Okay. And he comes down to find out that, B Mickey is still alive. And Meech and T, um, so Meech and T wants him to reach out to Hoops. No, they want him to reach out to B Mickey. Okay. Did I say Hoops was alive? Anyway, B Mickey is alive. And Meech and T wants Hoops to reach out to B Mickey to set up something so they can get at B Mickey. Okay. So they said call and tell them that you down here in Atlanta, because apparently nobody knows that he down here in Atlanta except for Charles. But so say you down in Atlanta that you need some help or something. So that's what they gonna do. Markeisha calls T around this time to tell him that Boom trying to kill him, try to kill her. Because she in the hospital, all bandaged up and stuff. And so she wants him to come back to Detroit. He was like, I can't come back to Detroit right now. The whole business gonna go under if I come back to Detroit. So you gonna have to work this out. And so she ain't happy about that, but I mean, she gonna have to suck that up. Breeze and Nicole and the baby are moving out. They got their own apartment. No, they got some Section 8 housing. That's what happened. They got Section 8 housing. And apparently Breeze got a job in the plant. Okay. So they're going to try to make it work. Okay. Now, Lamar, because Lamar kidnapped Aisha and the baby. Kidnapped Aisha, be Mickey's wife, and V, B Mickey's daughter, and they on their way down to Atlanta. However, he left. They left Aisha's purse and stuff in in Detroit. So how she gonna get anything done? Okay, but she may be dead, so we don't know. Okay, but they stopped to get gas. Aisha tried to escape, and I don't know how many takes they had of this episode or whatever, but one of the takes, the zip ties are really tight, real tight, real tight, and the other one, the zip tie is like right here, so she could pull her hand out. I said, but she can't really pull her hand out because he got the gun. Okay, she got the gun. So anyway, so Wanda rolls up on Markeisha in the hospital, okay, just to check on her because T asked her to check on her. They arguing over T fat ass because now the character of T is getting fat. And you can see how they putting this fat suit on Da Vinci. Yeah. So he getting fat and ugly now, but I ain't gonna say he ugly. But they definitely putting that fat suit on him. So but they said they can be cordial, when around each other. They don't care. I mean, whatever. Hoops meets B Mickey in a public place. Okay, so Hoops was like telling him about how Last snitched to Bryant about all Meechy's stash houses, and so they hit all the stash houses. And Hoops tells them that Meech got arrested for Laz's murder. He got arrested, so B Mickey's thinking that Meech is not a problem because he got arrested for it, and so but Hoops tells B Mickey that he don't trust T either because he been fucking up since Meech has been he been fucking up in Detroit, and since Meech been in the Slammer, it's been going all down here. So B Mickey was like, okay, well listen, that's what I was gonna tell you, that I'm trying to take over this whole establishment, So if you and me get together, me and you can take the whole establishment out, because I'm an original 50 boy or whatever. So we can take over the whole establishment, and Meech is locked up, and we kill T. And so, but Hoops was like, I don't trust you either because you was working with Brian too. And he was like, no, I'm not working with Brian. But yeah, so just set up a meeting with T, and then we can take over the whole organization. So Hoops was like, yeah, okay, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Anyway, so Hoops go back and tell Meech and T everything. He was like, he trying to take over your whole organization. He not working with Bryant because he can't stand him. He can't stand him either. But he did kill Last to set up you, Meech, to take the fall, And so now we supposed to meet with T so we can ambush T. That's what's happening. That's what happening. Hoops was like, he said, be slicky. Thinks that Meech is locked up. So they said, okay, set up the meeting. All right. So Aisha, when they get to Atlanta, finally get to Atlanta, and they get to the hotel that B Mickey was staying in. Um, they get to Atlanta, and they get to the hotel. Of course, nobody's in there because, B Mickey was like, I'm not going back to that hotel ever again, even though his car is there. But they get to the hotel, and so Aisha calls B Mickey, and then Lamar get on the phone talking about, I got your bitch and your baby. Okay. But B Mickey says, listen, I got a meeting with T tomorrow, so we can still take over this whole organization like we planned when I got you out of the little rehab or whatever facility, and then I shot you because Lamar, B Mickey did get Lamar out of the I don't know, the halfway house or whatever to take over BMF, but instead he gonna shoot Lamar to get in good with T and Meech. So that's why Lamar not happy with him. That's why. So he said that we can take it over. If need be. If you meet me where I think they're supposed to meet at an old mall or something like that. And so if you meet me, we can go take it over. Okay. So Lamar agrees. All right. So my nose is itching for some reason. So Lamar tells Aisha that what's his name? B Mickey killed Kato. And so she was just like, what? He said she said he lied to me. And he said, and Kato was pregnant. And then Lamar was like, really? Damn, that's fucked up. I said, come on, Lamar. Come on. Yeah, he said, damn, that's fucked up. Yeah, but so Aisha kind of upset at B Mickey for lying to her all these years about how Kato died. Okay. Anyway, so Hoops goes and apologizes to Meech about letting B Mickey back in, and so and Hoops really hopes that T and Meech gets back to the brotherhood that they had before. He said because it was great when you and T were y'all brothers and y'all was handling the business. Now that y'all don't see eye to eye, everything seems like it's going awry. And so Meech was telling him about how they was in Mexico and how he chose himself. T chose himself over saving Meech. Well, two things can be true at one time. Okay, two things can be true at one time. But T calls Markeisha, in the hospital. Okay, and he tells her that they're moving to California. Okay, so Markeisha is very happy about them moving to California because she's trying to get out of Detroit because Boom's still trying to get her. Okay, so Hoop, T, and Meech, they go to this little deserted mall or something, and they ambush B Mickey. Okay, but then Lamar. So let's set the scene. B Mickey come in. yelling for Hoops. Hey, Hoops, Hoops, Hoops. Come on, let's finish what we started. Finish what we started. And then, so Hoops is standing there. Then, T come and pull a gun on B Mickey. Hey, you know, um, we don't you ain't gonna finish what you started. Whatever. However they said it. And then Meech come. Okay, pulling the gun on B Mickey, okay? And then so they all standing around. But then all you hear is Lamar come with the machine gun, okay? So everybody scattered like roaches, okay? Everybody scattered like roaches. To the point where Hoops called him the the term nigga. He said the term nigga. Yes, because he bought the machine gun and everybody scattered like roaches. Everybody had the little the little one shot, the little like 9 millimeters and stuff like that. No, he come with the machine gun. So Lamar got Aisha, you know, held up and to protect him. So B Mickey yells to Meech like, "Don't shoot because that's my wife. You gonna shoot my wife, whatever." So outside, okay. So what happened before? All right. So when Lamar and Aisha was at the hotel, they spotted because the hotel is under surveillance. So the cops spotted this hearse going into this same hotel room. And so they like, we don't know what's going on with this hearse, but we're going to, try to follow it. So they catch eyes on the hearse in this abandoned, it looks like mall or something. And so they tell Detective Brian. Detective Brian come, and in the hearse is Baby V. And he was like, "Where your mama?" She said she in there. And so he took Baby V out of the hearse and put her in the Bronco, but she's still outside by herself. Okay, she's still outside by herself. Okay, anybody can get a hold of her. Okay, because she's still outside by herself. But that's neither here nor there. So, but and then also, did Bryant even hear shots fired in the the mall, or did he just go in there because she said her mama was in there? I don't know, but whatever the case may be, inside, B Mickey finally kills Lamar. Okay, and Aisha is upset because she was gonna bang Lamar when they get out. Okay, she was gonna bang Lamar because Lamar thief, Lamar thief. Okay, but she upset, and then she upset because he lied on to her about Kato. Then Bryant comes in. So then B Mickey uses Aisha to protect himself again. Well, because Lamar used Aisha to protect himself. Now, what's that boy name? B Mickey is using Aisha to protect himself. So, Brian comes in. He grabs her, but locks himself from getting shot. Little pussy. That's what I said. Little pussy. Okay. Then Meech and T and Hoop, once they saw Brian come in, they run. It was like, I'm not even into this. So, so, Lamar still ain't dead yet. Okay, but he grabs um, B Mickey's leg, and so he get distracted, and that's when Brian shoots to kill him. So, Aisha was like, "Where my daughter?" Brian was like, "She in the Bronco." Da da da. So this that scene was done. So then, um, Aisha calls Lucille and told her that she releasing the body to her, and I ain't got nothing to do with it no more. Okay, do what you want with it. Okay, but I'm releasing the body to you. However, y'all, her purse is in Detroit. How she gonna get back home? Okay, your purse is in Detroit. Okay, anyway, so so then Charles calls Meech because Charles is in Detroit too. He calls Meech because he got the phone number because they had to change their phones and stuff like that last episode, and so he couldn't reach him. So now he got the new number, and so he gonna tell that Brian is dead, and like Meech was like, really? Oh, we're gonna pay for the funeral. And Mama, I want you to officiate it and all that other stuff. And she was like, yeah, I'll do that. And so T was like, why are we gonna pay for a funeral? For him, a little snitch and whatever. So I think they paying for the funeral just because uh they want Lucille to speak at it. That's all. They trying to throw the mama the bone and stuff. So Charles gonna tell Lucille that he is moving to Atlanta to help Meech get his entertainment company off. And so but she says she don't want to be alone in Detroit. Whatever. So she also resigns from the church because they've been disrespecting her family all day long and twice on Sunday. So she resigned from the church and said, you ain't gonna disrespect my family no more. Okay, no more. Okay. Meech and T get into it, and T said, well, I'll, with the California plug, I'm gonna handle Detroit. You handle Atlanta, and never the two shall meet. And so then Meech was telling him that T told Meech that he put Loco in front of him. And Meech was like, well, you always supposed to protect the plug. And Meech was like, but T was like, but you supposed to protect you supposed to protect me, and whatever the case may be, their brotherhood is on thin ice basically. Okay, because Meech thinks that T is selfish, and T thinks Meech is selfish. Okay. T thinks Meech putting all everybody before him, like Pusha, Loco, and somebody else in front of him. And and then but Meech is just thinking T is selfish. So the brotherhood is on thin ice, okay? But apparently he moving to California, okay? T is moving to California, and Meech will be in Atlanta, okay? So, yeah, so 3 months later, okay? 3 months later, the DEA has a task force for the BMF, and so Bryant and the Red Dogs have to work with the DEA on BMF. Okay, so they got a BMF task force, and the DEA that's going to work with Bryant to bring down BMF. Meech brought a white mansion in Atlanta for him and his daddy and whoever else he got in there, and Charles tells Meech that T just brought a mansion in California. Now I know that mansion in California is way higher than that mansion in Atlanta. Okay. Way higher. Okay, that mansion in Atlanta probably cost maybe $500,000. Okay. That mansion in LA probably cost about $8 million. Okay. Whatever the case may be. Meech tells Charles that Stomping Ground Records is no more. They're going to make BMF Entertainment. Okay. So, yeah, and T buys the mansion in California for him and Markeisha. All right. T steady putting on weight. Okay, he's steady getting that fat. Da Vinci steady getting that fat suit. Okay, and this receding hairline. I was like, he don't have a receding hairline, but yeah. But anyway, so they're throwing a going away party for him, for T and Markeisha in T's restaurant. Okay, and Lucille reminiscing on the times that they had family functions and stuff in that house. Okay, because she lonely in that house, and so she put her fur that Meech bought her, and she go to the going away party. Okay, Breeze apparently is getting into the drug game too. Okay, because Hoops is handling all of the stuff in Detroit, and Hoops put him on game. Okay, so we'll see, because Breeze is Nicole's baby daddy. I don't think Nicole know that he getting into the drug game. I think she think he going to work at the plant. That's what it is. Wanda, T's baby mama, she come up. She got a new boyfriend, Tyler Lepley, honey. Yeah. Diamond on P Valley. Yes. But his name is DeMarcus on the show. Yeah, so she got a new man. And then all of a sudden, everybody in their party and everything like that. Damn. They shot up the restaurant, okay? They just shot up the restaurant. Oh. All right, so we'll find out what happened next season about the shooting in the restaurant. So back to A. They in the Pleasure Palace, or better known as Magic City. Okay. Ashley says that she's pregnant with Lil Meech. Okay, and a girl tries to slip. What's her name? What's that boy name? Meech. Her what that thing is called? Her CD. That's what it is. Her CD. She's trying to slip her with the CD. Honey, this perimenopause is getting to me. Yeah, she tried to slip her CD, and then she turned around and looked, and so he was like, "You with them?" And that was Trail. We still messing. Now Purdy gone, but they still got beef. trail. So, and so then they come over, they get in a fight. Somebody hits Trail's bodyguard with a bottle and slice his neck open, and so now he leaking on the Platinum Palace. Man, listen, that Platinum Palace needs to close their doors, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff that go on in the Platinum Palace. So Meech gets the girls. He try to leave. He throw away the bottle, so the bottle got his fingerprints on it. He throw away the bottle, and the cops come and arrest Meech and gets the bottle. So we don't know what's gonna happen with that in next season as well. Okay, so that was it. So this is the last episode of the season. So we'll find out what happens next year. Okay, give me a thumbs up, like and share and comment and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.